101 Moose FM app.
Powered by FSJ Return It.
You hear the song, The Man Is Here. Brian from the Lido Theatre joins us now. How are you today, sir?
I am doing well. It's Wednesday. It's not as cold as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day. In
Awesome.
the peace.
I'm glad you're here.
Fall in the peace. Sure changed quick, didn't it?
Oh,
From
that's-
green hanging on to poof.
Dude,
I
I
feel-
don't know what day or year I'm in. Everything has changed.
I'm
Ever
with you,
since the
though.
operation, right?
I feel like that's fall here, right?
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
you got summer, you get fall for 4 days, and then it's winter.
We don't even get fall for 4 days.
Right,
We
it
get it
just
for like
zips
2.5.
I might make T-shirts, brown and down. Apparently, that's not one of my best ideas. But it does. Everything turns from green to brown to blue. Oh,
Sell
I
them
know
at
where
the
you're
Lido.
going. Okay.
Just buy the. Hold on. Do you have Lido merch?
Do we have Lido merch?
Yeah.
Oh man, a little ball cap.
No, not with like a Lido logo or anything like that.
Have you ever thought about doing like Lido merch? Like, for example, and I'm sorry for bringing this up because I didn't ask you about it. Someone stole your poster from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. What if you had a few of those for sale, for example, and a Lido T-shirt and toque and hat?
Hey, a Lido
Maybe
toque
with
would
you
be.
on it, even.
Oh, now you've gone too far. But I like the way you're talking. The response we got from the community about the stolen Rocky poster was awesome. I will say that if anybody wants, we had one that was the big one on the outside.
Yeah, on the marquee
that
thing.
Tyson over at GFXM Creative. No, see how I did that, Tyson?
Yeah.
That he makes for us. And the one on the poster box outside, the sandwich board was stolen, but they didn't get at the one that was inside the poster box. So I have an untouched Rocky Horror Picture Show. So if you guys, somebody out there really wants that poster, we will give it to them. And I thought about this after, that we probably should be doing that at the end of an event. Because anybody who wants the poster of the comedy show or whatever we're doing, why not? Because what do we do with them? Nothing.
Yeah.
So give it to someone who's in love with George Canyon and wants the big George Canyon poster. Wouldn't that be awesome to have something that big in your room signed? No, I wouldn't particularly like it, but it's a bit large.
This also sounds like a great thing you could auction off for charity.
Yes.
That's there's another idea for you. Anyway,
Good.
Lido
Appreciate
merch,
that. I didn't have anything to
Yeah,
do
so
this week.
I'm just saying because
Just going to think of another idea.
I didn't mean right this second.
Dub's just
No,
trying
when
to
I
give
get
you
off
more
to this
work.
radio station, we should cut this short so I can get busy on what Dub wants me to do. That's a good
I
idea.
didn't have anything
love
to
it.
do. This
Are you managing the Lido now? Is that what's happening?
I'm sorry. I'm just like throwing out ideas.
We're
You
just-
inspire my creativity.
I love
Brian.
that
What
part.
Can I say?
I love it about the town. Even when we're talking about different events that the Moose and us, or the Moose co-joins doing with other people in the community,
Yeah.
it is through the ideas and laughter and the talk and stuff like that that good ideas come from that. So I'm not telling you that's a bad idea, Dub. I would never say that. But if next time you're not here, Katarina and I will talk about the idea and really get deep on it.
Okay,
And we'll come up with a good plan.
You're not allowed to be here. Sorry.
It could hurt him. It could hurt his heart deep. We don't want to do that. We love
Yeah.
our Dub.
Looking back for a minute, how do you think the All Candidates Forum went for you last week?
Interesting. I think that it was really it was well done. It was really well attended. There was 200 plus there
Yeah,
in the building.
which is good.
It's great. You know, I would prefer that there's not enough room in there.
Yeah.
There are so many people that want to get more information from the candidates, that they're actually going to become informed. A lot of times people will vote just because that's what they've always done. It's easy, you know, that civic pride. You got to make sure, I voted. But did you learn about any of the problems that we have or the situations that we need to rectify? Probably not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But I voted.
Yeah.
You know, I always think too. Cindy and I were laughing about how we discussed the pluses and minuses of both of the candidates, the two things, because it would be quite silly for me to go and vote one way and her to go vote the other. So we politically had our own little debate over the kitchen table about the who, what, when, where, and why. And we both put our points up as to pros and cons with both candidates, and And I think that's a civic thing that we should do, whether it be through municipal, provincial, or federal politics. We need to be more informed. We are a lucky, lucky, lucky nation.
Yeah.
And if we don't take care of what we have, we're going to lose it. And it's a sad thing because Canada is definitely the best country in the whole world. You know, if you've traveled at all, which you and I've talked about this on a few occasions, like it's a big world out there, and it's a bit messy. And when you go through places like Banff and Jasper, and you just look at how majestic we are, our problem is we're underpopulated.
Yeah.
And it's a big, big country to run. So, you know, there's a lot of pros and cons to it. So I think that the debate, both of the candidates were cordial. You know, they didn't throw rocks and stomp their feet and throw huge accusations back out. I think it was something that both of them should come away from that with pride.
Yeah.
That they did what was expected. And, you know, I had an opportunity to talk with Dan afterwards and with Jordan. And I do. I wish them well. It'll remain to be seen who's standing on the podium at the end. But I think either candidate would represent us well. So we're fortunate in that way too to have two candidates that would serve the peace country well. There's right down the middle, Mr. Switzerland, I guess. Hey, but it is. I think it's important. Whoever you're going to work with them. Doesn't matter whether you're at work or whether you're at play or whether you're on a sports team. You know, we get dealt with what we get dealt with, right? So
Absolutely.
I liked it.
Well, let's look forward now then, Brian. I know it's just been very busy at the Lido, and I know you just added something recently that you told me about last week. I don't know if we're ready to talk about him yet, but what's coming up at the Lido?
Who are we speaking?
Sorry, I'm talking about the Hypnotist, the show that is coming up.
Took
Did
all
you
my
just
thunder.
spill the beans?
I think we talked about it
Give
last
me
week.
Yes, we did. It's fun when you just go blank. It's like, wow, did I do something wrong?
See
No, you
the
didn't.
panic in my
It
face.
is.
Dub is increasingly getting redder as
we
the
have
second goes on.
officially definitely the posters are up, the media's out there, the ads are running on the radio, that kind of thing. We do have Sebastian Steele coming for a Halloween hypnosis show on the 25th, I think it is, or maybe it's it's 25th, Friday the 25th. For those people who don't want to go out and dress up and do the whole Halloween thing, it's a fun night out. You can go get a little bit crazy. You can have some of the friends actually be part of the show.
Yep.
Hypnosis show is, I don't know how it happens. I don't know how they do what they do, but they do it. And it's a.
Would you go on stage?
I have tried.
And it doesn't
Apparently,
work?
you have to. I might be the scarecrow guy. You got to have a mind that they can play with. But I have gone up actually at the Cultural Center probably 20 years ago, and you're concentrating, and then you feel the tap on your shoulder, and So it isn't. I did try it once as well for quitting smoking many years ago, probably again 15 years ago. It just, for some reason, they say that you
You
gotta
have a
want
strong mind.
impenetrable. Yes. You can get in. They say that you gotta wanna, right? And it's the same with when you are hypnotized. You're not going to do something that you would not normally do. Like you're not going to run out and hurt somebody or that kind of thing. It is something that you have to want to be able to do or want to have happen to you, and lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Just watching friends and groups of friends come out, and typically that's what'll happen is we'll have tables of 6 to 8, and they all come out, and everybody convinces Leroy. There's always a Leroy in the group. And Leroy goes up and gets hit, and then Leroy becomes the star of the show. It's fun. So that's on the 25th.
Awesome.
Coming up. The Artisan Market, we just finished that actually. There's so many crafty people in town.
Yes.
Man, there's markets every weekend. And everybody just loves it. And I think what I was told during our market is that we are strictly the box, but they did a 19 plus rating on the market. And the only reason it was done that way is so that the parents or the adults can go out without the children.
Yeah.
And I felt it was good because there weren't strollers in the aisles and that. I mean, there's a time and a place to do an all family one. But I think it was really well received. They've got the credit card in one hand and a glass of Merlot in the other, and they're going
Let's just be
buying.
real.
Okay.
Like, even, it's great to do family stuff, but it's also nice to just have a day or a night out where we don't have to watch our kids in a market and
Yeah.
just mingle and talk and shop.
And your time limit is not, or little Johnny's touching the things he shouldn't be. It is nice, and we do need that. And that's same like date night, couples, relationships, that kind of thing. You've got to get out. You've got to keep it alive. It has to still be fun. And because you have children doesn't mean that is all that you are now.
Yeah.
You still need to call up the gal pals and go out and enjoy yourself. And the guys, let's, go shoot a round of golf or something, It's okay to be not with your kids all the time, and I think it was well, they had over 500 people go through the doors that night.
Wow.
Yeah. And they raised some money for Tribe was there, which is a haircutting salon. I think it's Crystal Leahy owns that. So she's taking a group of people to go build a salon and teach haircutting in Mexico.
Yes.
So I think that's really honorable and a wonderful thing that she's doing is paying it forward. Let's take some of these people that are not as well to do, and you get them up and off the street and teach them a trade. And I think it's fantastic what she's doing. I commend this town all the time. We can get shit done. And it's so impressive that everybody can band together. It doesn't matter what the occasion is or what it's for. There always seems to be a rally of the people, The 18th annual of the Vine is coming up. Speaking of community and that, the Association for Community Living is coming up with Of the Vine. That's this Saturday night. It is completely sold out. There's a wait list. But again, it's another really awesome organization that we all are in this community together and support it. And they're all sampling wines and eating decadent foods, and
it's a fabulous night.
It is. It's a little upscale. It's nice, We've got a 3 band trio coming to play blues and jazz music. We could push play on the recorder. No, let's not do that. We have wonderful musicians in town that we're going to showcase there. The great big stand-up bass, and like I say, we could make it less expensive, or we could make it less interactive. But I think having those people on the stage and everybody watching, you get doom, 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 as they're playing the big stand-up bass. I love that instrument.
Oh, yeah, it's the best when those come out.
Yeah. Well, it beats that. What's that big one where you hit the guy in front of you, the trombone or something?
Trombone.
I hate the trombone.
Oh.
Sat right behind a trombone player. I was on the clarinet. That's why
Oh, okay.
I have
All
no
right.
musical
So
talent
there's
whatsoever.
some trauma there is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah,
It's
there's
just-
scarring from back. Yeah, I've got a couple of brothers that are great singers and musicians and such, and my son's just actually moved to L.A. yesterday
Oh, congrats to
from
him.
Vancouver. Not really. He's now in the United States of America, and I do wish him well. He's going down to test drive. But again, if you have a talent, it's nice to be able to exercise it. And these places in Fort St. John that host live music, hats off to them, man. The Legion has one with Craig Brooks up there on Saturdays, and the place just packs up. It's an afternoon, 4 hours of listen to local artists, and it's great. Casey's is Wednesday nights. They always do an open mic. I think we need releases, and living in Fort St. John sometimes can be a little of a capture. You feel a little bit constrained, but having things happen, having choices to go and do things all the time, it makes it really beneficial. And you had that idea for me about marketing, maybe Lido teas and stuff like that. I think that maybe you guys should come up with some sort of hey, I'm new to town and I'd really like to find out what's happening. Do you guys have something like that?
I guess we have the events. So Fort St. John Today was the Facebook page that we manage here within Moose Media. And it's also available on energeticcity.ca. You just go to the events, and someone here in the building kind of on the Facebook page shares events that are happening all week. And then in a newsletter says this weekend, this week, this is what's coming up, and has a link to each event. So you don't even really have to look for it. So you want to do something Thursday, look at the date. Oh, there's Thursday. Click what's happening on Thursday.
And you know what's fun about this is I know. But all the people out there, now they know. So they can go there and find out what the
That's
heck's going on.
Fort St. John Today Facebook page, by the way, which is very helpful when you want to make plans in and around town.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Halloween's coming up. Are you dressing up?
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yeah,
Are you going to go
got-
trick-or-treating?
I've got a cape. Well, I'll go trick-or-treating with my little one, absolutely.
Mom's going to stay home and hand out the candy?
I'm not sure what we'll do yet. We like to go together, so we'll probably put a bowl out.
And it's going to be earlier as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll... What's her name, your daughter?
Rosalie.
Rosalie, that's right. Nice name. Yeah, nice name. But yeah, we're doing the Halloween party on the 26th, the Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun. We have caskets full of stuff.
Wow.
Halloween stuff.
I love it.
Caskets.
Caskets, too.
Well, I
is
was going to say
perfect.
coffin, but I don't like the word coffin.
Aren't they like the same thing?
They are the same thing,
Yeah.
actually, but it depends on what you want to call it.
They are full of stuff, either way,
Like,
whatever
what's
they are.
Halloween stuff? Are we talking about like treats or like decorations? You got like a
Decorations.
skeleton chilling in there or
I got
what?
skeletons. I got 6-7 foot mummy that you walk by and he gives you ooh,
Wow.
and all sorts of things. Now,
Does he have a name? The mummy?
I don't think so.
You got to work on that.
Well, maybe you can come over and help.
I will. I like naming things.
And this is
Any-
Harold, and this is Joshua, and this is, yeah, it's a fun time. I let the gals. Ashley's the one who mostly puts the Halloween decorations together, but it's nice to have 3 or 4 of the girls from the Lido come in and they toss around the spider webs and all that kind of stuff, and then it's so quick from the transition from Halloween to Christmas. It's like maybe we should have more cobwebs at Christmas, hey?
No.
Very Spidey Christmas, yeah. Some ideas are just not good ideas, are they?
No. And we're here to help you with that.
Yes. What is the Grey Cup? I was just watching the. It looks like the Yankees are probably going to sail through to the World Series again.
Yeah.
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 Who says money can't buy happiness, right?
Right.
Just ask a Yankee. They get paid lots and they're happy and they win. I think that. I wonder about Grey Cup. That's one that I always wrestle with. I know this year it's on November 17th. And with the new projector that we have, it's so big. It's so big, and it looks so good. So if somebody's interested in having a Grey Cup party out there, maybe I'll partner up with Loogies or Ernie's, I guess I should call it. We always call them Loogie. But, and maybe if there's an interest out there, we'll do a Grey Cup party. It'd be
Big
lots
old
of fun.
Big old casket filled with chili.
Ew.
You kind of have chili at a Grey Cup party.
What?
Anyway, I'm just thinking it's.
That's true. We could have.
I've never heard of.
I feel like I've been no help today.
Why didn't he do cauldron? Why not a cauldron filled with chili?
Dub, are you okay?
Witch's brew. Yeah.
Brian, we have about a minute left. I'm sorry to
You gonna
put
wrap
that.
it up?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
wrap it up. So
Let's
you're
wrap it up
thinking
with
Grey
Christmas
Cup
parties.
party and Christmas parties. Yeah.
Yeah, we are so limited on how many parties we have left. We do lots that if you get a little group of 6 people and you want to come out to celebrate Christmas with your staff, give us a call or hit us up on the Lido website because there's only so many days and so many weekends. We've got full bands, full dance bands, as well as a headlining comedian every one of those nights. Treat your staff well and they'll treat you well.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's important. So I'll talk to Adam about all you guys coming to Lido for Christmas.
Awesome.
Put him on the spot.
Sounds good.
This is
Well,
where Dub does his thing.
I think Katarina was going to start.
Okay.
Brian, if someone
Yes.
wants to find out about any of the events happening over at the Lido, how can they do that?
They could probably phone us.
785-3011.
That is right.
Wow!
3011 for the win.
Wow.
Or thelido.ca.
Boom.
Real easy. Boom. That just happened.
Brian, always a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for being here.